Want to score more against elite defenders? You better know how to change directions and use angles. Check out how in today's video. Hey team, it's Coach Conley. I've been coaching basketball for 20 plus years. I've helped a lot of players go from one level to the next with the skills that I teach in my videos. If you'd like to learn the same thing, subscribe to my channel so you get the same videos every week. Today we're breaking down angles and hesitation and how to use them to get to the basket or get to open shots. You know, they're so important today because defenders are allowed a lot of contact, and especially at the lower levels, you're gonna have to be able to find open spaces and cross over and change directions maybe multiple times to get the shots that you need. The first and most important part of that is making sure that you have an elite level handle, that you're working on your ball handling all the time, and that you maintain your speed when you change directions. If you're changing directions and you have to take multiple steps or slow down to change directions, it'll allow too much time for a defender to get back in front of you. Notice here as Steph Curry goes against Herter, the most important thing here is his ability to change directions quickly and stay ready to attack at any given time. The multiple changes of directions and stops allow him to get to his spots with ease, but he never slows down. He's being quick and he's always ready. Curry does the same thing in this clip as he moves the defender left to right to left and then attacks the gap. You're always looking for that weakness, as if you're not ready to attack it at any given time, then you won't be able to get the shot that you want. It's also not about speed. A lot of players will just attack downhill and try to be as fast as possible. Speed, any defender can handle because most of the time it is in a straight line. But when you stop and go and change directions, now you're giving the defender a lot to worry about. And the more that defender has to worry about, the harder it is to stay in front of you. So speed isn't the answer. You want quickness, you want stability, and you want to be able to attack open space as soon as you get it. Luka, not one of the fastest players, but uses his body well, and that's how he gets the angles. Once he gets the space on you, it's hard to get back in front of him. But some defenders even do that, and his ability to go from one angle to another, to a step back, to a step through, is how he gets the spaces and angles to score so many points in the paint and with his step back jumper. Watch here as he attacks the defender with multiple changes of directions and multiple angles. He actually gets cut off, and what makes him dynamic is he doesn't stop when the defender cuts him off. He changes the angle again, and once he finds the angle that works, he uses it to his advantage to score. Here's another one against a smaller, quicker defender who is able to stay in front of him really, but his change of direction allowed him to get his shoulder down past him, and there's no way for that defender to recover. The angle he took to the basket gives him an opportunity to score. You should always be looking for these angles. If you're not able to see them, you might need to slow down to take advantage of them. Now, Ja is one of the quickest players, but you can see because he's smaller, very dynamic, he is always looking for open spaces. It's really a key to understanding your angles. Without angles in space, Ja would have a much more difficult time getting to the rim and getting to his open spots for his shots. Notice here as he takes advantage of the defense. Now again, you're playing against a bigger defender and his speed helps. But even the speed isn't what makes him stop, change directions, and get into the spin. The spin allows him to get to a different angle and attack the rim. Watch here as Ja tries to go downhill with just speed, but the defender stays up with him. It's his hard change of direction creating a different angle that gives him an opportunity to score. Don't be discouraged if a defender cuts you off. You have to be willing to have primary, secondary, tertiary, maybe even 4 different changes of directions or moves to be able to beat defenders. It's important that you know that even though a defender might cut you off, that you can change directions and get to another shot. To be elite and to be able to score multiple ways, you're gonna have to find multiple angles to beat a good defender. Watch here as Luka, not that fast, breaks down a defender, crossing over and changing directions multiple times until he settles for the fadeaway, but because he got so deep in the paint, it gets him open space for a shot that he's practiced many, many times. Being elite level scorer is going to have you playing against elite level defenders that aren't going to let you just go downhill to the basket and score. You're going to have to change directions, you're going to have to be on balance, Don't let speed get you carried away. Be under control, have a tight handle, and use quickness to change directions as many times as necessary to get to the rim. That's it for today's video. I hope you learned a lot about changing directions and you can put that in your game. I'd like to know in the comments below if you use angles to get to your favorite shot. And what is that? Do you like crossovers? Do you like betweens? What do you use to get to your angles and get to your favorite shot? Hopefully it's a lot of threes and dunks.